Hey friends, thanks so much for being here. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. That's when you ask a specific question and I will give you a specific answer. One question per person, please. So before we get going, I just want to say thank you to Justine. Justine, thanks for being a member and a moderator, and for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you. And thank you to Lisa Harmon. Thanks for being a member, and thank you for the super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Super chats and super stickers are ways that you can support this broadcast. You can also support this channel and get some extra perks by becoming a member. One way or the other, we're grateful to everyone for being here. You can also support us by liking this video. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do, and make sure you hit the bell. All right, let's get going. As you can see, I am using Wiser Tarot, which has quickly become a favorite of mine. I will take the questions in the order in which I see them. I will try really hard not to skip anyone. If I do skip someone, it is accidental. Please let me know, and we'll fix it. Okay, here we go. I want another shuffle. Give me a minute. All right, the first question is from Adrija. I want to know if this break with P is temporary or permanent, if we're going to get back together, when will it be? And you know this can go a lot of different ways, and it's possible that you get back together, break up again. You know, I mean, it's been a little back and forth so far. So, you know, just if you get back together doesn't mean you're back together forever. Although the feeling I have is that if he decides to get back to you, it's going to be with an eye toward forever. So how are the cards tending today in this regard? I would say there'll be some conversation. There could be a reconciliation, but I don't think it would last. That's my thought. So I think you should be, I think you can stay open-minded, but be open-minded in all directions. All right, George, is Sherry in another romantic relationship right now? Certainly there's a lot that is upsetting to you here. It's very possible that that is indeed the case. And there's just so much here that is hurtful and upsetting, and I'm so sorry to see all of that. One way or the other, I feel like you need to do what you have to do to protect yourself from that kind of hurt. Okay, Julie, you said I will rewrite some papers out of three. Pathology, forensic, pharmacology, can you tell which? So, and the thing is, this is all dependent on your performance. And I feel like at this point, it is a better question, since you haven't done it yet. You haven't done the test yet, right? The better question is really what to do so you don't have to rewrite them, really how to prepare. When we look at the one that is the weakest for you, the one I worry about most is pathology. So if you were looking, like where you're going to study more or where you want to put your energy, it would be pathology. Hey, Katie, nice to see you. You've been with us for 13 months. So good. Glad you're here. Thank you. And thanks for being a member for 13 months. All right. Justine, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. And thank you for the super sticker. And thanks for using members only emojis. So your question basically is, should you give Bumble a try? Let's take a look. The thing is, the dating apps are hard. All of them are hard. But I think this is a good choice for you. Moderate your emotions around it. Don't let it get to you. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a very good idea. All right. Teresa C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. I wrote a letter this week to a senator who recently made a call to action to investigate the same corrupt agency I've dealt with regarding my father's case. Will I hear back from him? I believe so. It'll take some time, but I think you will. And I think if you don't hear back from him in a reasonable time, you can reach out again, and ultimately you will have a conversation. And once again, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. All right, Feb Bourne, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Intuitively, I sense there's a breakthrough of some kind, but I don't know what it is. So much on so many levels. What does Spirit say? All right. I think it's a breakthrough in terms of your own happiness and giving yourself permission to be happy. It's almost as if you have not been afforded that, it's almost as if there's been a prohibition on your own happiness being a priority, that other people's well-being, other people's happiness has been more of a priority than your own. And so I think it's about making your happiness a priority. And I want to say a big thank you to Katie for the very, very generous super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And again, thank you for being a member, Katie. Swati. Oh, before I get to you, Swati, Yolanda. I want to thank Yolanda for the super chat. Thanks for being a member, Yolanda. We appreciate you, and thank you for the generous super chat. All right, Swati is up next. Nothing is going well in my career and relationship. I was preparing for my dream job from the last 3 years, and I always qualified that first and second stages, but never got the final selection for that particular job. I was in a long-distance relationship this year, failed. Now at this stage, what should I do? Feeling demotivated. When will things get better? So, the way you wrote it like, okay, I was in a long distance relationship this year. I failed again. And I feel like you're looking at the things that have not yet gone well in your life as your own failures. Like you could have done something better, like you could have done something different. And I would say, let's start with maybe you've done your best in every situation. And maybe it just hasn't clicked for you yet. It just hasn't worked for you yet. But this idea that you are somehow a failure, that you are somehow not good enough, that you will not have or get what you want because you are a failure and are just not good enough. And I think that's how you're feeling. But I don't think that's based on what is actually true. When we look at the relationship, we know that long distance relationships are difficult. And this one, I know that I think at some point, both of you had real hope for this relationship to work. And it's really, really sad that it didn't. And that's a hard thing. But I don't think it's any failing of yours. Now, as far as getting where you want to go career-wise, I do feel like it's going to happen. Don't give up. That's like my whole message to you. Do not give up. Don't give up on love. Give up on the past relationship, but don't give up on love. And don't give up on getting where you want to go career-wise. It will happen. All right. Trey Cameron, nice to see you. A or C? I love it that you ask these questions, man. It's so simple. I don't have to think about it. Just, which do I prefer for you? A or C? C. C. Adriana Belange, nice to see you. We have a new CFO in the company. Julie B is her name. For some strange reason, I have the feeling she will play an important part of my life, even though I don't work closely with her. Am I correct? possible that the two of you could develop some friendship or could end up working together at this place or another place or in different capacities. So yes, I do think that that could be true, and I would think that would be a positive thing. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Jeannie Mnuchin, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Newspaper article is out. Congratulations. What should I be focusing on to make the festival a success? Definitely capitalizing on that newspaper article. Take pictures of it, post it on social media. Be confident and talk to people. You know, sometimes it's about getting individual people's commitments, and they tell people, and they tell people, and other people tell people like that. And can I have a reading for my daughter's dog, Roger? He's been really sick. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's see. What's up with Roger? I wonder if there's an issue with something Roger has ingested. I wonder if there's an issue with water for Roger. I wonder if there's an issue with Roger's kidneys. Just wondering about all of those things. But I will tell you that the cards here are not terribly negative. So I think, I'm hopeful that they'll be able to figure it out and fix it. Medea Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I had a dream this morning. Cool. I love doing dreams. I was on a sailboat and there were sea turtles swimming. I'll be on a sailboat soon at home. I'm excited. I'm curious about the sea turtles. So is this a dream that is really just that is just looking forward to being on a sailboat in real life? It is. And look at this. You're the Page of Cups, you know? So being on the water, near the water, in the water, this is a very natural state for you. It is a return to your natural state. And the sea turtles in your dream, represent your success. Sea turtles are really interesting because they are sort of both land and sea. They're not amphibious, but they have these shells, so they carry their home with them. They're more often in the sea, but they come to land to lay their eggs. And so there's something there for you. You as a sea turtle. In what way are you like a sea turtle? To be of more than one place. To be comfortable in more than one place. But to bring this shell with you wherever you go. That appropriately protects you. I think you are in the boat, but I think you're also the sea turtles. That's my thought. Let me know what you think. All right. Ashley, nice to see you. I've been on the dating site. I met another new person. I was curious if this particular new person might be a good fit. Let's take a look and see. Interesting. I think there could be an interesting connection here. And I feel like this is everything or nothing. So see how you feel, it could be one or the other. The thing is, I think that there could really be a connection here. And just be careful when looking at this person. If there are things there that you like, be careful in getting to know the person. Do not over-spiritualize it. Take your time. Nalini Kalu, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being one who uses members-only emojis. Am I wasting my time, emotions, and energy on him? It depends what you want to get out of it in the long run. There is something there that is essentially very nice, very sweet, very good. But he has some serious limitations. And you have a history. And I think there's things about his limitations that could trigger you regarding your history that could make things difficult. So it depends on what you want, and it depends on how you manage it. You can't take personally his limitations, but on the other hand, I'm not sure you can plan a future here, but I feel like spending time together right now is not a waste at all. So I think it's all in how you process it. Okay. Next up, Allie Mammon, nice to see you. How does the universe and my spirit team want me to unlock my cartomancy psychic studies? Do I read and learn and then get psychic downloads, or the opposite? How do I keep on course with my studies? So, I feel like the whole key, I feel like you're making it more complicated than it is. I feel like you're overthinking it. And I feel like you're looking for sort of the earth-shattering stuff, when in fact a lot of what you get may be more subtle. And it should come I see words, read and learn, and psychic downloads. But the word that I don't see is practice. And I feel like that's the thing. You have to practice. Yes, of course, read, learn, study, but practice. Let practice comprise the majority of your studies. And that will allow you to see how Spirit speaks to you and how the cards help Spirit speak to you. Try that. Santiago, nice to see you. What can I expect in regard of money? I'm feeling stuck. When will improve everything? Let's see. Honestly, I don't think you're stuck. I think you're actually taking steps, you yourself, taking steps to make things better. I think you're actively doing it as we speak. And I think even within the next 4 months, you'll see some improvements. It will be up and down. It's not perfect. But things are ultimately getting better, not worse. Okay, Quinn, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Do you see me getting a job this year in the private or public sector? So let's take a look. It could be either, but I'm more leaning toward private. And I'm preferring private for you. Kanchan Verma. I'm feeling bad from a couple of months for how different situations are playing out in my personal life. Career is doing all good, but the fact that my personal relations have an impact on my career. So no matter what I focus to, I have to make good relations with some people who are toxic. Man, I hate it when that happens. Have to hide many plans and strategies. What can I do to myself feel somewhat better in these situations? Because there's continuous triggering too. Ugh, I'm so sorry, man. That's hard. That's really, really, really hard. Okay, so these people that you have to deal with. Here, the toxic people that you have to deal with for your career, it's triggering to do it. How do you sort of deal with it? How do you handle it? Recognize the truth that you're not going to let these people get in the way of your success. We have an expression in the United States: keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Think about that. you're up against these toxic people, but you're strong. Their toxicity is not going to get to you. You're not going to let them trigger you. You're going to be strong. You're going to be above that, but you're going to be watching them. You're going to be up close and personal with them, and you're going to be kind to them and decent to them. We have another expression in the United States: kill them with kindness. Be strategic. This is strategy. That's the key. Selma, nice to see you. I petitioned for my ancestors and feminine divine on the last new moon. Could you please ask the cards, universe, if my wish prayer is accepted? Okay, so the work that you did, the spiritual work that you did, will it have the results that you are hoping for? You are recognized by your ancestors. You are recognized. And your higher good is held within their power. The things that you are looking for and hoping for may not happen as quickly as you would like. Some other things may happen, but recognize that good things are coming, and you're honoring of your ancestors, you're honoring of Goddess. This honoring will serve you one way or the other. Jenny, thanks for being here. All right. Did S ever do something against me after the demise of our friendship? I heard she spun the narrative to come out as a victim, but I wonder if she did something else, like spill secrets or something. I don't think she has strategically worked against you. And a lot of the secrets that she has, if she spilled them, they could backlash on her. They could hurt her too. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Lisa Harmon, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the super chat. Today is your birthday. So guess what? It is also, you share a birthday with both of the parents of the twins. My daughter Allison and my son-in-law Damien are both celebrating a birthday today with you. So how great is that? So in honor of your birthday, what is a reading we can do for you, Lisa Harmon, in honor of your birthday? When we look at the year that you are putting closure to, this past year has been difficult. It's been unsure, it's been out of balance, it's been weird, there's been a sense of, all kinds of things you had to deal with. And you come into this new personal year right smack dab in the middle of some difficult things. But when we look at this year going forward for you, Lisa, you have every reason to be optimistic. You have every reason to look to your future with hope. You have every reason to celebrate your successes and to expect that everything you are doing right now will be completely successful. Happy birthday. And Kanchan, thank you for the feedback. Really appreciate it. I always appreciate feedback. I don't always read it aloud in the interest of time, but I really do appreciate it. All right. Here we go. Salima, Blue Wine, Spiritual Awakening. Will me and Jamie be together? My guess is no. I don't think so. I'm sorry. Minnie W, should I send a message to Isabel or is this friendship over for good? I'm sorry. I think you should send a message. Send a message. Claire C, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Are there any messages from my old classmates who have passed as I attend my 50th reunion? Well, have a wonderful time, Claire. That is really fabulous. Messages from those who have passed. I think just a sense of they're there too. I think they're gathering and I think they're sharing in the shared memories and some of the funny memories that people will share. I think they're even going to be there inspiring some of those memories, things you had completely forgotten about, but then it comes up. So I think they're going to be there to inspire the funny memories. Okay, Brazy Bunch. Should I try to work on my relationship with Kay, or is it over? Man, I feel like there's unfinished business. It feels like you feel that way, but I also feel like you've tried everything already. What else is there to try? I'm thinking it's maybe over. All right. Okay, here we go. Next question I see. Courtney Smith. I would like to know how my coworker Andy truly feels about me. So, hang on a minute. I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Here we go. Okay, let's see what we see in the cards. I think Andy is nervous around you. And I don't know how much of that is personal or professional, but I'm going to tell you, you make Andy nervous. And, but do not interpret that nervousness as dislike. Shh. Do I have a future with Himanshu? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Any advice from the universe regarding love or relationship? All right. Do we see a future? I certainly see a conversation, but I would be careful there. I think a future there could be ill-advised. And when we see advice in general regarding love and relationship, I would say meet new people would be my advice. Valentina, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Ben, Libra does tarot. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. There's a situation where I feel someone is being a gatekeeper, holding information back because they feel threatened. I hate it when people do that. Am I right, or is there something else causing this? Is it gatekeeping? Is it something else? It may not be intentional gatekeeping. Like, it may be unintentional gatekeeping, where a person is slowing things down or not revealing information just because they're not comfortable and they're not thinking about why. So it may not be deliberate, but I do think there is gatekeeping happening. Valentina, thanks for being here. Will Capricorn stop cheating on me this year? And thanks for liking this video. Appreciate it. You know, I feel like this is this person's behavior, and it's hard because this person does care about you. But I feel like the behavior is the behavior. I don't think it's going to change. Joyous Ocean, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Should I postpone or cancel the upcoming 4-week course? And I'm thinking your concern is that you don't have enough people signed up. But I think even if it's small, you should run it small. I think it's better to run it small if you possibly can. If it's possible to run it small, run it small. If it's not, and you might get signups at the very last minute. If it's not possible to run it small, then postpone it. Do not cancel it. Yolanda, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I met with the chief executive officer again about the toxicity and microaggressions. that are aimed at me. She asked me not to leave my job without talking with her. She told me changes are coming for me. What is going on? Am I being offered a new position soon and more money? Let's take a look. I don't know that they have a plan for you. They definitely don't want you to leave. That's real. And the changes I think she's talking about are like they're trying to change the workplace culture. They're trying to change some of what's going on. So I think that's where the changes are right away. But I also think she's working on some incentives for you as well. So I think they're coming, but we don't know what those incentives are. But she is serious about wanting to keep you. The question at the end of the day is, after all is said and done, and whatever changes are implemented, will you like your job better? You know, if you hang out, will you like your job better when this is over, when this is completed? And I think so. So it might make sense hanging out and see what you can do. Pamela Scott, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What do people think when they see us together? Which people? I mean, I don't know that, that's like such a broad question. I don't think that I can't answer that question. It's too broad. Too many people in the world. And a lot of people don't even necessarily think anything or notice anything. So I wonder if there's something going on for you, specific to this, if there's some issue or trauma, some upset for you. But people in general don't have issues with you particularly that I can see. So, sorry I can't be more helpful there. All right. 84 Vision, my longtime psychic reader canceled all future readings with me and gave me vague reasons why he doesn't want to work with me anymore. Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. And I'm sorry, I can't really speak for anyone else, but honestly, I can't even say that this is anything wrong that you did. I feel like this person does not want to work for you. I don't think it's anything scary. I don't think it's like they saw anything that, they didn't want to tell you. And in terms of anything you said or did, I feel like you said something that made the reader nervous, thinking that I think the reader is nervous about something that the reader perceives you might do. And honestly, I think it's best to sort of walk away and find a different reader, because I think this reader became nervous for no reason. I don't think you said or did anything, or that the reader actually picked up on anything real. So it probably just is a sign that it's time for a new reader. Elizabeth Peralta, thanks so much for being here. Would I find a second job that pays well and is not so stressful? It'll take some time. You got to look for a while before you find it. You may have to take a job and then say, yeah, no, that's not for me. But ultimately, yes, you will be able to. Yes. Yes. DD, so nice to see you. Any closer relationship potential there for me with F in the foreseeable future? Okay. All right. With you and F in the near future, it's possible. I don't feel like there's a lot you can do to make it happen. You just kind of have to let whatever's going to happen. But it's possible, yes. Heal with Sunshine. Nice to see you. I'd like to know what I should do about getting the money that I loaned to D back. Getting D to pay you back. Oh, okay, this is possible. It will happen. I think you just have to be clear about it. You have to ask for it. You have to ask for a plan to make it happen. Just communicate quickly, clearly. No judgment, no trouble. Just communicate and it will happen. All right. Katie Kondo, thank you so much, Katie, for being a member for 13 months at the Suns level and for the very generous super chat. Really appreciate it. How will my visit with Michael be next month? I'm sorry, next weekend. Excuse me. How will my visit with Michael be next weekend? Very, very good. Very, very good. You'll be able to have more time with him and more sense of communication. It will be very good. Very good. Michelle F., nice to see you. I don't really have a specific question, but I would love to know what message the universe has for me today. Is there anything I need to know or hear? No, I would just say keep doing what you're doing. Be tenacious. Don't let people keep you from doing what you want to do or keep you from your path. That's really the key. Okay, and we'll do just one question per person in the interest of time. Ren Geronimo, nice to see you. Will my hubby contact me this year? I think so, yes. Arya Wilson, what does Spirit have to say about me joining a guardianship certificate program versus a healthcare analytics program? Now, there's a specific question for you. Thank you so much. Okay. Guardianship, healthcare analytics. Either are great. But money-wise and career-wise, money and career-wise, I think the healthcare analytics program would be good. Would be really, really, really good. Either are good, though. But, so you can go with your heart, but I lean more toward the healthcare analytics. Okay, Joyous Ocean, thanks for being a member here. I am single and not focused on dating, feeling sad about it and lonely, so I'm happy to hear and see I'm not alone. I'm focused on business and myself. I was blindsided on my trip to Costa Rica. So many events were triggering that I don't think I stayed as focused as I would have liked while I was on this working trip in paradise. I am so sorry to hear that. Okay. But you never know when things will get better. All right. Denise Woods, do you see my disability going through? Yes, I do. Melissa Lusa, how is Danny doing in his life now? Is he happy? No, not particularly. No. But we wish him well, don't we? Linda Morgan, is there possible reconciliation with Ryan? There's at least a conversation. It's possible. Rami Mohammed, should I work on my relationship with R or is it over? You could try. You could have a conversation. I think you both still care about each other, so it's worth trying. Emily, is digital marketing the right career for me? I like it for you. Yes, 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 yes. Simone, what is the future of my marriage, please? Well, I mean, when we talk about the future of anything, you could have some control there. But I feel like where you're at right now, there needs to be some real conversation. There needs to be some real changes. There's some real stubbornness and difficulty. And if there can't be that conversation, I don't think your marriage will move forward appropriately. I think you're at a place of real difficulty here. I will tell you that. Morgana the Great, nice to see you. I failed one of my classes and need to speak with my coordinator about it. How should I approach her? I'm sorry, that's stressful. I would just say, okay, this is what happened. What do I do? Just be very matter of fact. There it is. It's okay. It happens all the time. Don't feel bad. You'll fix it. It's fine. Just really matter of fact. And a question from T, will she and Jay get back together? And how is he feeling toward her right now? I think he still has feelings for her. And I think there is potential for reconciliation there. All right. So for the people who asked more than one question, I only did the first question. Just in the interest of time, I'm in unlimited time. If I missed anyone who asked only one question, now's the time to let me know. Or if you're here and you have not asked a question, now's the time to let me know because it's last call for readings, y'all. This coming Thursday, the 20th of April, yes, 4/20, 7 p.m., Mixed Media Divination. It's a class open to everybody where we're going to play with charms and oracle and think about different ways of using these things together. And because I've been playing with charm casting recently, we'll talk about some things about the charms I've figured out. I didn't read any book or get advice from anyone. I've just been playing with it. So I'll be sharing that with you. And if you want to be celebrating 420 while you're with us, there is no problem with that. Joyous Ocean, yes, I figured out that was not a question after I got sort of halfway through it and realized I'd already answered a question for you. But thank you so much for sharing. I know how hard it is. And you know, it's a funny thing because I really felt like Costa Rica was going to be helpful. And it was kind of triggering. But I still feel on some energetic level it was helpful for you. So there is that. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. I will be back on Monday with your 3-card weekly reading. I appreciate all of you. Special shout out to the members, the moderators, the people helping out with super chats and super stickers. New subscribers, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Ness, you like the interpretation of the sea turtles. Yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. I'm Joyous Ocean. I love your mindset. Even when I don't get to listen live, hearing your voice is even soothing. And how you respond to other people's questions. I will agree things will get better soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll tell you, man, mindset. Thank you for saying that. I'm working on the newsletter for next week. And I'm like, what do I want to do? Mindset. That's a thought, because that's like, mindset is a daily practice, right? It's like one should never have an accidental mindset, right? Oh, Lisa, you're getting runestones and a pendulum on Monday. That's fabulous. Oh my gosh, that's so good. All right, my friends, I'm going to peace out now. I will look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do have availability for readings this weekend. The link to book is right in the description. Last in, baby cakes. Nice to see you. What message do my spirit guides have for me? It's about your relationship with yourself, baby cakes. There is a sense that, like, there's a sense that you're not feeling that you're not feeling valued or valuable or worthy or like a winner. Like you need to recognize your goodness, you need to recognize your power, you need to recognize your worth, you need to recognize your value. And if you say, oh, I do already, I'm going to say, yeah, no, you don't. Or yes, of course you do, but more. Spirit wants more. Spirit wants you to look at the way that you're not doing that. All right. My friends, thank you so much. Take really good care.